Hello friends, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel if you're enjoying the instruction that I'm giving you. So today we're going to be talking all about shoulder rests. So I know a lot of people have very strong opinions on shoulder rests, and honestly I do too, but this is all just my personal opinion. Of course you need to do whatever works best for you and your body. So you might have heard that shoulder rests are bad because they dampen the sound of the instrument. So yes, shoulder rests do change the sound, but only very slightly. Let's play a little game, shall we? All right, I'm gonna go maybe like off screen here, and I'm gonna play 2 times. One with my shoulder rests, one without my shoulder rests, and you see if you can tell the difference. So the second time was when I played without my shoulder rests. Could you even tell? And now that you know, maybe go back and listen again and you'll see that the difference is very, very minimal, okay? So yes, they do, but I really don't think that is something that you should be worried about. So playing the violin is kind of unnatural, right? You don't just walk around like that all day, every day, you know? So we want to make sure our setup helps us just remain in the best, like most easiest, most comfortable posture that we can. And I really think that shoulder rests help us do that. So when we're playing, we do not want to be raising our shoulder like this. We want to keep our shoulders level. And if you don't have a shoulder rest, then there's going to be a lot more room, right? That you're going to have to make up for somehow. So either you're going to have to raise your shoulder, or you're gonna have to clamp down on your head, which are both just unnecessary tension and not something that we want to do. Also, when you're playing without a shoulder rest, it's going to be a lot easier to kind of try to hold the violin with your left hand, and then your left hand frame is going to suffer. A lot of times when I go like in for a trial lesson with a student, they don't have a shoulder rest, this is what I see. Okay, because this isn't comfortable, they can't hold it just like that, so they're making up for it with your hand. So that is going to get very complicated when you go in for stuff like shifting, right? You have to be able to hold the violin just like this without any support from your left hand in order to be able to do more advanced techniques such as shifting and vibrato. Now I know there's a lot of different types of shoulder rests out there, and it really doesn't matter which one you use. I have like a Viva one. I got it like when I got this violin when I was like 12 and I just like the way it feels, so I haven't gotten a new one since, even though it's literally falling apart. Like this foam is like coming off and I put ponytail holders there, but it's fine. It's our little secret, right? You won't tell anyone on YouTube. But it really doesn't matter the type of shoulder rest that you get. For beginners, I do recommend a Xarette sponge. I will leave that link down below at Char. It's like literally $4. And I like them just because they're comfortable, sometimes more comfortable than a shoulder rest. And they like kind of mold to the shape of your body, your shoulder, a little bit more easier than a shoulder rest like this. But I know this might not be possible right now because #pandemic, but I would recommend going into a store and then just trying out a bunch of different shoulder rests and find what works for you. If you have an extra long neck, you might find that you can't find a shoulder rest long enough. So they do make like extra long shoulder rest legs, which I will also leave linked down below. So I recommend giving that a try. Again, you want your shoulder rest to take up most of, the space between your shoulder and your neck. So all you have to do is turn your head and then press down just a little bit. I think this makes it just so much easier to play. It makes you feel more comfortable. And again, this is not a natural position, so we want to be as comfortable as possible. So to sum up, I highly recommend using a shoulder rest. If you haven't used one and are kind of struggling, give it a try. I promise you, you will see a huge difference. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about shoulder rests, leave them below.